Time's now 6:14 a.m. This year, new state law requires schools to include education on the dangers of vaping. Well, a nurse in Macon spent the last several months putting together those lesson plans for kids around the state. Caitlin, she spoke with her about the project as we continue our back to school coverage. So, Caitlin, she is live out there in Houston County right now. So, Caitlin, tell me, what message does she hope to send to students?
Well, Anya, Elisha Plaxico is an ER nurse, but she's also a mom, and she told me one of her biggest goals is to debunk some of those myths that students think about vaping and e-cigarettes. One thing she did tell me that I found really interesting, one Juul pod has the same amount of nicotine as almost 40 cigarettes. Now, she told me one of the biggest challenges will be not just getting kids to listen to her lesson plans, but to really understand them.
The anatomy of the cigarette.
Dissecting the dangers of vaping for teens. Nurse practitioner Elisha Plaxico started tackling the topic earlier this year as part of a project for her doctorate degree.
And felt like I could collaborate with our CHAMPS program in the state of Georgia.
That's the Choosing Healthy Activities and Methods Promoting Safety program run by the Georgia Sheriff's Association. Deputies go into classrooms throughout the state teaching kids about the dangers of drug, alcohol, and other topics. A new state law this year also requires students to learn about the effects of vaping.
They believe that the vapes and the juices and the flavors are not harmful.
As a healthcare provider and a mom herself, she wants kids to know the facts.
I want to make a difference and let them know, there are a lot of bad things out there, but if you have knowledge and you're educated, you can make the right decision.
Her ultimate goal, preventing more people from ending up in the emergency room or worse.
Vaping, we're seeing more of it, but I see it every day with smoking. COPD, chronic lung disease, emphysema, bronchitis, and those are side effects of vaping.
She says those side effects could also sideline students' dreams.
Especially if they're hoping for a scholarship or if they're really into an activity and they know that it can affect them. And that way, that kind of hits home to them.
And while she hopes her work will catch kids' attention, Plaxico says the education has to go beyond the classroom and into their homes, too. She just briefed the Georgia Sheriff's Association, and once she gets some feedback from them, she'll have all the lesson plans ready for the fall. Courtney, speaking of fall,